Hey everybody, John from Player Air here. So this is a quick on the fly, couple of things that I've gotten as accessories, and I just wanted to give everybody a peek at them because some of them are actually pretty useful. So what do we have here? Okay, so first up, there's a couple of different prop holders out there. This is for Air 3. We've got them on the Mini 4 Pro. The Air 3 didn't come with one. So there's a couple of different designs out there. One is a strap with like oval holes over the props. Seems to work pretty well. This one seems to have a shape at the bottom here to match the shape at the base of the aircraft, and your props will go in here, joining at the middle, and then you got a strap that joins like this. This one I think has been shown in a couple places, but I'm going to show it to you right now. Alright, so let's see. Let's get this out of here. Make a little space here. Move some things off camera here. Alright. So here's the brace. I'm actually going to put this on live, and let's see how difficult it is from the get-go. So these props just kind of sit like that. I think we'd start at the bottom with the design like this, so flip it over, get your point to get around it like this. Oh yeah, okay. So we have a swinging hinge right here to open it up a bit and make it fit. Alright. So we'll fit these in there like that. That looks pretty good. I'm pushing it forward so that it fits over the kind of landing feet there. Bring this up, poke these in. This one, fold it like that. This one also on the hinge, fold it like this. And it matches the body shape, which looks really good. I like that. And let's see if this just goes over like that. Yeah, I put it on the first one. It's, you know, it's not holding anything down. Like these have a little bit of play in them. Ones at the bottom have a little bit of play in them here, so they actually are free to move. So yeah, I think that works. Key to me is how much space it takes up when you have to slide it into a case. And this looks minimal. The only thing I worry about is this. You can see how that rises off the bottom a bit, but you know, so do the props. So I'd rather have the props protected than having them getting caught on things. So yeah, I think that's a winner. I will try it out in a week's worth of use and report back and have a little follow-up on this one. So that's that piece. All right. Also, we have a couple of remote control lanyard mounts that I really like. This one is BDRC. It comes in a small box like this. And let me show this one to you. I've got it in a little bag here. Alright, so I've got this here in this little bag. So this actually mounts on the back of this remote. And I'm doing this a little out of sequence, but this is the other one that I have, and it's very slim and has just the mount hole right here. And you'll want to use a single, you'll want to use a lanyard that has a single mount. It comes with one. This is the Cymic one. It comes with a pretty heavy duty. I don't like big thick lanyards like this. Some people do for the padding around the neck. I like a really slim one. I'll show you what I got. Let me just grab it here. The guy just ran and grabbed them here. So I've got this type, which it hangs about 18 inches. I think it hangs it right about at your sternum. And it has one of these type of, you know, like a single opening hook with this pretty strong spring on it that way, and that goes right through here like so, and you get, you know, your hook. Now one thing with these types is it's not going to hold it from rotating, so it will rotate when it's on this, but I just like the idea of a single hook. It's much quicker to get it on than a pair of them that you have to clip in. I don't know, not that big of a deal. But I do like the singles for that reason. And then I have one other design here. And this is also about the same length, just a black one with a leather piece here. And this one has a single hook like this. Well, it's actually a double hook. It's two hooks that join together, which gives you a little bit of margin of safety. And that holds on there. I like these hooks better in terms of not coming off. They're really reliable. I've never had one of these pop off on me. The other side spring ones I have had come off on me. And it was a little comical. Came off, the controller hit the ground with the stick, with the roll stick pressed pretty hard, and the drone just started booking across the field about 3 feet off the ground, right at a group of people. I'm like, whoa! Yeah, could have went badly. I saved it just in time. All right, so let me finish this up. So we've got this other design here, and I like this, but there's a downside to it. So I'll show you what it is. The upside is you've got a tripod mount there. So you can mount this. You see how there's 2 sets of holes on either side? The reason that there are 2 holes here is so that you can mount this on the RC or the RC2, which have different mounting. These are closer together on the RC2. So with this particular lanyard mount, you can mount it on either one, fits both, with the 2 sets of drilled holes. It also comes with thumb screws, so you can actually put it on in the field and take it off, as opposed to having to have a little hex wrench to put it on. So you also get the tripod mount, which is pretty cool. Not too many people use it, but it's kind of cool to have this sit on a small tripod directly in front of you, and you have both hands free. It's really good. If you haven't tried it, you should, because it's really nice to have both hands free to be able to do things. And you know, especially if you're trying to grab things or accessories or filters or stuff, it's just nice to have the controller like that, just held right at the perfect height in front of you for you. Where this falls down is that the edges of this milling are a little bit sharp. They're not real smooth. I suppose you could just take a wheel to it, a polishing wheel to it, and polish off the edge a little bit and make it a little bit smoother, because they are pretty sharp. It's almost like it was just cut and then quickly run over like a brush, like a wire brush. Anyway, so that's that one. Both of these run about $15 for it comes with a lanyard like this and this. Actually, this one came with this one, and this one came in a box like this with an adjustable lanyard. This lanyard's pretty nice. It's just nylon, but it's adjustable, so you can set the length of it. So there you go. That's 2 different options on that. Now I got one more thing. Alright, and the next one I have is a set of filters with some various effects. Polar Pro has an effects set that I bought for the Mini 3 Pro, and I really enjoyed it. It was a gold streak, gold morphic, a blue morphic, like a blue streak filter, and a mist filter, and I got some use out of them. They were pretty good for establishing shots and things like that. Definitely adds a little bit of interest to your videos. Anyway, so in this case, this is from NEEWER, and a lot of these filters are all made by the same manufacturer. They're just all sold under different brands: Start RC, NEEWER, and JLR, or so. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them, but they're very often made by the same manufacturer. You can even tell by the looks of them. You can compare them, and they're identical. So they give you a little, wipe like this. It's actually a little nicer than the one you get from Freewheel. It's like folded in like 6. It's like pretty thick there. All right, totally worth it just for that. Pretty nice little magnetic case. I mean, it's not unusual. It's just got a smoked plastic lid, and anyway, and according to this, it passed QC. It's a pass. QC 01. That's the #1 guy. Alright, enough of that. Anyway, so let me show you what we got here. This one is the streak filter, and you can see, as I get it up here, you've got these lines that are in the glass. I don't know if they're wires or painted or what, but you can see them there as I bring this up close, and they're blue, and they'll give you a streak that's opposite to the way they are configured. So these are up and down, so your streak would be side to side wherever it hits light. So if the sun is in the middle, you'll get a streak right across the middle like this. What's nice is this is a rotating one, so you can actually rotate this and have the streak go the other way. Or if you're using the cropping on the drone, where you're trying to get the 16:9 portrait mode, you can actually turn it this way and have your streak go this way, or have your streak go this way if you're doing it on a Mini 3 Pro where the gimbal actually rotates. So that's pretty cool. You can also do like angular stuff like that. I don't know. I guess that's the thing. I think it's really weird where they put the dot, because the dot actually puts it like off center, but just like by some crazy amount, just like a little cockeyed. I don't get that at all. But it seems really nicely made. I mean, this is a really nice piece. You hold it in your hand, and the aluminum feels really nicely milled. The edges are perfect. They're not sharp. They feel polished, and then it's got a little bit of heft to it. You don't want it to have weight, but it actually feels like a quality piece, which is, you know, I don't know how much quality it is, but it feels pretty good. Alright, let's see what else we got here. So this one is a light pollution filter. I'm not a big fan of these. I don't feel like they do a heck of a lot, but they're supposed to take out some of the light pollution at night, and brown arc sodium lamps don't look, it kind of fixes your white balance a little bit at night. That's been my experience with them. And they do make a difference in the look. So it's really a case of trying it on in particular scenarios and see if you like the way it looks and the way it cleans it up. If you don't like it, then don't use it, right? So those I don't get quite as much use out of. This one's very interesting. So this one is what they call a star, and it says star 8X. Let's see if I can show this to you. There you go. So this is cut. Glass is actually cut, and it's got lines going in multiple directions, and it'll give you a star effect on any light, any sharp light that hits the lens, and strong enough light, you'll get a star effect on it. So that's very cool. I really like these. Don't get a lot of use out of them, but again, it's something you can add a little bit of extra, you know, something different in the shot when you're doing a particular series of shots in an area. And then lastly, you got a GND, a gradient. So these are good if you want to expose for the sky and the ground. You expose for the sky and your ground is completely pitch black, or you expose for the ground, you get that perfect, and your sky is blown out. This solves that. It only does it on the 1x lens, you know, the 24mm. It does. You don't have one for the telephoto 70mm, but there it is, and it's good for photos mostly. You'll get photos and you can actually expose for them really nicely and get the sky and ground that much closer in terms of your exposure, and that works really well. You can't use it obviously for panoramas because you'll get the color, the dark spot will be like boop, 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 boop all over the place. But it'll work for, you know, if you're flying straight ahead doing hyperlapse, as long as you're not changing the tilt of your gimbal and you've got your, you know, your ground and sky, as long as that horizon line doesn't change, you can use this, and that's very good too. So all in all, I think it's a pretty nice set. Wasn't super cheap, but I think it was priced right at about $70. I think it was about $70 on Amazon. Might have been on sale though. They give you a nice little case. I actually like this little magnetic case they give you with the smoked lid on it, and you know, closes nice, and yeah, it's a case, something to hold it in. But it's not too big, and you can slip it in your bag in any of those little side patches or whatever, and there you go. Plus it met QC, don't forget that. Anyway, that's all I had to share with you today. I'll get these out in the field and try them out in different scenarios over the next week and share those videos with you so you can see if these things actually work as advertised. Alright, thanks everybody. I'll catch you guys on another video. When that'll be, I don't know. When the sun comes out, I guess. Have a good one.